Hello, my name is Michelle and I'm a researcher at the University of Minnesota Entomology Department in the Cariveau Native Bee Lab. You can see our fabulous logo here on my shirt. Woohoo! Go Cariveau Native Bee Lab! So I'm here today in Red Wing, Minnesota, out in Goodhue County to do some observations on a rusty patch bumblebee nest. So in case you don't know, rusty patch bumblebees are a federally endangered species, the first bee to be listed as federally endangered in the continental US. And this summer we have had 2 reports of rusty patch bumblebee nests on private property in residences, just like the one you can see here behind me, a beautiful house out here in Red Wing. So today I'm going to make some observations and hopefully gain some new information about this colony. So I'm glad that you'll be here to join me. So let's go take a look. So the nest is in the siding of this house, and this is an old house. The homeowner said it was built in, I think, 1865. And the rusty patch nest is actually in the siding, so she has straw insulation. And let's just see, it's about 10 a.m. here, so I'm not sure if the nest is active yet. It's about 73 degrees. And hopefully there you can see the entrance. It is kind of hard to get a good picture. Let's just crawl in a little closer here and get a better look at that nest hole. Ooh, here comes a queen. So I've been here for about 5 minutes and I've seen 2 queens exit the nest so far. And when I was here earlier in the week, we saw up to 3 queens at a time. So this nest is producing queens, and I'm hoping that today, by doing some observations, we can try to estimate approximately how many queens this colony is producing. Oh, queens are coming home. Oh. There she goes. Oh, here comes one of the queens back home. There she is. So you may notice the queen does not have the rusty patch that the workers and males have. Now this looks like a male, and I'm not sure what he's doing. It could be that he was kicked out of the nest and isn't allowed to go back in. It could just be that he is cold or at the end of his life, but he seems to just be kind of crawling around here. He doesn't seem to be in a big hurry to get back in through the hole. Now he's dropped down into the wood chips and he's crawling around. What are you doing? Ooh, what's going on in the back here? Not sure if you can see that. It almost looks like there might be something kind of sticking out of the back of this bee. which may explain why he was just crawling around and didn't go back in the nest. Let's try to get a closer look and see what that is. Could it perhaps be genitalia? Queens, queens, queens! Oh, 2 queens just came out. So sometimes the males will actually hang out around the nest and wait for queens, so it could be that male has mated and perhaps those are the genitalia sticking out, but I'm not necessarily an expert in bee mating habits, so I'm really not sure, but the fact that he was hanging out right here on the entrance to the nest, and there's been, several queens going in and out, bodes really well. In fact, last time we were here, myself and my colleague and supervisor, Dr. Elaine Evans, actually observed a mating pair, a queen and a male mating. So we know that this nest is producing queens and that those queens are in fact mating. a queen coming home. Now that is a nice looking queen. So here is this queen with the deformed wing. Here is the male. He essentially just fell out of the nest right before this queen came out. He's quite cute, really, how clumsy he is, but I really do hope that this queen will be able to fly. Over to the left here, the queen is still crawling. She has not taken flight yet. Go check in with her, see where she's going. I'm not sure what she'll do if she can't fly. Oh, she's just under this leaf. There she is. Oh, poor bee. There she is. The male is crawling around as well here. There he is. All right, let's check back in with everyone. It's been about 10 minutes. The queen still has not been able to fly because of her wing deformity. And now she is just sitting here. Hopefully she'll be okay. I've got then to the left here a male, and this male has been hanging out for a while here. His claspers are out. I believe he may have mated earlier, and he seems to just be resting at this time. And then over even more to the left, here we go, is the male that exited the nest right before the queen with the deformed wing. He also has not taken flight. He fed on the sprig of Joe Pye weed that I placed near the nest, and then he has been crawling and grooming and crawling. I see one of his wings is sticking out at an odd angle, but now he's moving away quite quickly. There he goes, crawling off towards the vegetation. There have also been a lot of rusty patch bumblebees foraging on the Joe Pye weed patch right around the corner. So let's go take a look and see if anyone's out. Hello again. Thanks for sticking with me today. I'm just wrapping up my queen observations at the red-winged nest for the day. So it's about 1 o'clock, so I've been here for 3 hours making observations of queen activity around the nest entrance. So to summarize what I've seen today, gotta check my notes because I keep getting this number wrong. I saw 12 queens exit the nest and 13 queens enter the nest. And I'm sure some of those were the same queens. I've been documenting them throughout the day. There is one queen that emerged about a half hour ago with a deformed wing. She is still hanging out around the nest. She has not been able to take flight. I've also witnessed foragers going in and out, though I haven't been recording those as closely. And I have witnessed some foragers on the patch of Joe pieweed growing around the side of the house. I've also seen some males around. When I first got here, there was a male just kind of hanging out right underneath the nest entry hole, actually. And he hung around for a long time, almost all morning, and eventually he took off after a queen. I actually saw 2 males that took off after queens that had exited the nest, though I didn't witness any actual mating. 2 males that I've seen did have their claspers out, so it seems that they must have mated successfully at some point. So that's exciting. And actually earlier this week when myself and Dr. Evans were here, we actually documented a mating pair. So that's really exciting. This nest seems to be really active. It seems to be producing a lot of queens. And there seems to be males. Hopefully some of those males at least are from other colonies that know about the nest and have been hanging around. So I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit later this afternoon, I'll be heading to our other nest location in Minneapolis, Minnesota to document some queen activity there. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.